Summer, one of the busiest travel times of the year, from the kids being out of school, the beautiful weather on offer. Most places you go, it's really a perfect time to hop on a flight and see what's out there. Well, I'll tell you who's out there. Travel expert Mark Murphy. He joins us now, and he has details on all the hot spots. Right, and you're in New York. You're floating above Times Square. It seems like, wow. You levitate.
It's amazing.
Too?
I'm levitating right now. Well,
welcome in, man.
I don't know how I'm doing it, but it's working.
He's a magic man. What can we say? All right, let's get into traveling. You know, my head is already, it's not in Vegas right now. I got to be honest. I want to go on a nice trip. Europe is always a very popular option. What's the hottest spot in Europe right now?
Portugal, man. Portugal is booming. It's great value for the dollar, undiscovered by a lot of Americans. Lisbon's a great city, great food city. If you love fish, it's awesome. And then you can take a drive up the coast, go to this little town called Porto on the Douro River. Fantastic experience. I've done all of that, so I can really attest to the value that you're going to get for your dollars once you get there. And I can also attest to TAP Air Portugal because I've flown them to Lisbon, and this airline's growing. They just added 19 additional flights because of the demand for summer travel for Americans, and they're flying out of San Francisco, Chicago. You can fly out of Newark, DC. So you got lots of access points, and then you can also use Portugal as a stopover and then go with the airline to 75 additional destinations that they fly beyond Lisbon. So you get the best of like all of Europe if you want, and multi-stops. So it's a great experience.
Absolutely fantastic. I really want to go to Europe one day, and I will take you up on that offer. So let's say we were going to head outdoors, maybe a beach or two. Where would you suggest?
Come visit me in Greater Fort Lauderdale. Our water in Fort Lauderdale is really warm. LA's not. So if you want to get out there in the summer and really enjoy just a great destination, Greater Fort Lauderdale, put it on your list. We call it the Beach and Beyond. And the summertime is one of the best times to go because they have all these great deals. We do this thing called Vacation Like a VIP. 11 resorts participate. You get upgrades, special amenities, special deals. And then we do this thing called BOGO, buy one, get one, on all these attractions. And you don't think of it like, oh, I'm at Fort Lauderdale on the beaches, but then you can go out and do an airboat tour and check out the Everglades and see alligators and all sorts of cool stuff. So it's a really interesting destination with a lot to do. So check us out. Come visit. Just let me know when you're coming.
Absolutely. I'm in. Alligators are great to see when you're planning on seeing them. That's what I find.
As long as you're going past them at a high speed.
Exactly. No, true. Let's talk about Virginia, right up the coast. Another great place to visit, isn't it?
Yeah, Virginia has got so much history. This year, it's the 400th anniversary of the commemoration American Evolution. So they've jam-packed all summer long all these events that you can take advantage of. And so I like Virginia because I'm going with my wife in a couple of weeks to Virginia Beach and hanging out. And then you can bring a family and you can get into the history so your kids get this living history. Wow. And then they have the water parks and all the theme parks and things to do like that. So it's very diverse and there's something for everybody in Virginia. And because it's the 400th anniversary, you want to get there this summer if you can. So definitely get down to Virginia, or in your case, get east to Virginia.
Absolutely going to be special for sure. Really quick, every time I book a trip anywhere, whether it's the car rental or the plane, I'm always hit up for this travel insurance. Should I be getting it? Is it a good offer?
Yeah, so travel insurance is really important, especially when you're traveling abroad. But anytime you're taking a trip and you're investing dollars and your time, you want to make sure you have peace of mind. So I always say, get travel insurance, buy it at the time you're purchasing your trip. Talk to a travel agent to plan your trip. They'll recommend travel insurance. Allianz Global Assistance is the company that my own employees use for their travel because we want to make sure they're covered. I want peace of mind as the owner of the company. And at the same time, I know they step in and make things happen on the ground when things go awry. And that has happened to some of my reporters on the ground in Panama, for instance. Somebody had to be medevac to Miami. Wow. They took care of everything. It was amazing.
No kidding.
So big believer in that. Yeah, and all these details, everything I just mentioned, you can get a much deeper dive if your viewers go to travelpulse.com/summer. There's more information, links, etc., and they can take a much deeper dive into all of what I just outlined.
Absolutely, great advice. It's great having you. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
All right, get away and pause work for some play. You want more great travel tips? Just head to the website, travelpulse.com/summer. By the way, Travel Pulse, a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.